Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So from my previous video, the most burning question that I got was, how did you get your internship? So I'm going to try to explain to you briefly how I actually got my internship. So I'm a student at We Think Hard, and at We Think Hard we have a placement team, and the placement team, what it does is place students during the program to hiring partners that already sponsors the school. So they pride themselves with a high percentage in most of their students being placed after the program. So during I think it was August, placements team hosted its first ready to work kind of workshop where they explained how the placement process was going to go and during that time we started having more workshops that had to do with setting ourselves on LinkedIn. That was the first thing that I remember. We had to set ourselves professionally on LinkedIn to have hella good professional LinkedIn profiles. That was the first thing that the school helped us with, and everyone had to make sure that we created accounts, and our accounts were visible, and we had proper information where you were for the past years, what you were doing, and put all your credentials and everything, explain your skills, everything that you were able to do. That was the first thing we had to do. And we had industry mentors, so the industry mentors would review our our profiles, and then even the peers at the school, the teams we were in, they would also review our LinkedIn profiles to actually see if you're actually presenting yourself nicely. And that was a very good experience, because for some of us, personally, I was working before, but I didn't have a hella LinkedIn account. LinkedIn, what's there? I knew about it, but I didn't have it. So it was a good thing for us to have. And then later on, we had a professional photo shoot to make sure that every single student had a profile picture on their LinkedIn that was professional, that we had to actually get how to wear. Most of the students wore their t-shirts, and then I was part of content club and shout out to Gabby, because Gabby was our photographer. We made sure that each and every student had a profile picture. They got their photos taken. Those who didn't get pretty photos, we're sorry, but then most of the students had good pictures, because not all of us have good pictures that we can put on our on our profiles. So the school made sure that all of us had good pictures to put on our LinkedIn. That was actually something that was nice, because as I said, not all of us had good profile pictures that we could put. So we made sure that we had a photo shoot, a photo day on campus, and made sure that every student got their photo taken, and we're prepared to have a good profile picture on their LinkedIn. I'm really trying to squeeze us in. I really tried to say you. So after that, we had workshops. So I remember in July we had workshops on professional conduct and email etiquette. So we were taught how to speak with hiring partners, and if you get a opportunity in your email, how to respond, or if you want to approach, how to actually do that. So we're prepared and prepped for all of that. And many students have not been in the workplace, so it was crucial, and it was amazing for us to have that experience, because preparing people on how to talk to other professionals or recruiters was important, because that's where all the magic starts actually. And then we had preparation for in-person interviews, where we had our mentors, industry mentors, assigned to us. Some were not the ones that were part of your group, and you would have mock interviews. So we started having mock interviews where you were interviewed like it's a job opportunity. Mind you, we didn't have interviews at that time. It was just them prepping us for the time. Okay, someone was passing, so I had to change the background. So later on we had what were they called, partner expo days. So we had companies that were interested with hiring from our school come and like showcase, and like advertise their schools, their companies, and then would know what they want and get to ask them questions and all that stuff. That was a good experience because you could actually like get to also like ask and like go and research most companies that came through for like partner day, and see the ones that you like if you wanted to connect with other people, because I know some of my friends who did connect with with them in their DMs on LinkedIn to actually like understand what their company is like, the company culture, if they also like it, because you have to remember you also get to interview the company. It's not just the company interviewing you. You also have to check if you're going to be happy in that environment where they're located, because some companies don't like you won't be knowing about them. You get to know them when you are at the school, so you'll be like researching where you stay and where the company is, what kind of like tech do they use, are you interested in that, what kind of data do they work with, what kind of technology do they work with, so that you can also like go for a company that you actually enjoy. So I did learn a lot on my first interview. As much as it was like challenging, I had like connectivity issues, I also got to learn how to prepare, because they wanted to see my repo, and to be honest, I didn't have my repo running. I had it, but it wasn't running because we submitted projects for them. So in my mind I just thought, oh, they have my project, but on my laptop I needed it to be running, because the guy asked me to run my code and show me something he wanted to see in my code base. Imagine now I'm trying to like be like, okay, wait, let me run my code, and it was taking a while to to build. So I feel like those were other things that just made me like not be a good fit, because I could have prepared myself more. I remember I did ask like placements if I needed to run my repo, but then they said if they asked you to. So later on I just said, okay, if I knew that I just had to prepare myself, whether they ask, whether they don't. Sometimes later on, I was the one who was actually like, saying, do you want to see my report? Can I show you this project? So I feel like, with failure comes success. You learn something. So that's how it was my first interview. It wasn't like the best. It was just like, oh my God. But then, we survived. Say, guys, I'm squeezing you in. I'm squeezing you in. So I wish I could like find time, but guys, there's a lot that I'm doing right now, so I'm trying by all means. So like fast forward, when was it February? Yeah, end of February, beginning, yeah, end of February. That's when I got a call from this fintech company that I'm working for, and it's the company that I wanted to work for. Anyone who asked me on campus, on the hiring, partners, which company do you want to work for? Do you want to work for? I would answer this company, guys. That's the company I'm in, and that's how I got my, my internship. So super excited, happy, stressed but happy. This part here is lighting. I could have used this part for like a while, but anyhow. So there you go, guys. I have said what I could with the time that I have. But thank you so much for tuning in. To those who are still in their journey, I wish you all the best. And hey, you can hit my DM if you have any questions. Ask me what you want to know. I'm willing to help, because anyway, we are all going to grow. We are all going to grow in this, okay? Sending you love. Morning, guys. So I'm going to be working with Tatiana today. So I'm about to leave the house and go meet her and spend the day. So bye. It's quite a walk How's your flu? How's your flu? Yeah. It's a scam. Why must I? Watching soccer. I get my buy. They are tricking me.
You were the target.
Yeah.
Very nice.
The problem last week was like, I used to study at night as well.
So I posted a Q&A on my Instagram, and these are some of the questions that were posted. give us the knowledge, girl. Your teeth are gonna be ruined.
I'll just briefly summarize it.
Yeah.
Okay. So basically, the differences between being a contractor and an employee, based on my experience, and mind you, I've only been a contractor for a month. I've only been working for a month. Literally, my first job is as a contractor. So I can't really tell you like, okay, this is the difference because I've done both. But this is the difference based on how I'm seeing it so far with the experience that I do have. So with being a contractor, the way you charge is a bit different from being an employee. With being an employee, like, you've got a contract in the sense that like you sign a contract when you get employed, and then there are certain things that the company has to do. Like, it's a lot more difficult to fire you in terms of what they expect for you. I think everything is set up in like your job description, if I'm correct. And then also you get a specific salary, and then you also get, this is with being an employee.
Yes.
And then you also get like benefits. Well, you should be getting benefits. Things
Yes.
like pension. Some companies give you medical aid, things like that, or maybe they'll match an amount. I don't know. Whereas with me, I have to pay for everything myself.
Okay.
But then what it also means is I'm in control of everything, and I get to charge as a business if I want to. So, which means as far as tax are concerned, the tax benefits are a bit better. So if I'm earning as an employee, I don't know how the tax brackets work, but like I'm gonna make it up. Let's say for example, I'm earning 30,000 Rand a month. And my tax is 5K. It will always be 5K no matter what, you know. And then whatever reimbursements I'm going to get from my, what do you call it? What do you call it at the in the middle of the year when you get
that one. And they discussed
tax
it.
returns?
Yes, tax returns.
When you're getting your tax returns,
We had a
you
session
do
for
towards
it.
the end of the year,
Yes.
right? Really?
Yeah, we did.
So usually you'll do it like, so like you'll be collecting whatever evidence you need for your tax returns, and then you'll submit them, and then you'll get like a lump sum at the end of the year. Whereas with mine, I think I could do something like that, but I'm also getting some of those benefits right away.
Okay.
So for example, in terms of transport, I claim my transport already because I'm more in charge of what's happening with my salary. They pay me the lump sum amount, and then I'm responsible for my own, to pay my own taxes. So I have to do those calculations, which means I can I can do some of those deductions now, so I don't have to do them at the end of the year. So things like transport, things like equipment and office supplies, things like that. And I think you can do that as well as an employee, but I think it gets a bit tricky because you're only going to see that money later. So that's like the only benefit.
And most companies, I think if you're an employee, they'll provide.
Yes,
Most of the times they
will
will
provide
have
everything.
those things for you. So for you to have like extra expenses
Yeah.
aside from them, I think it would be like,
It's rare.
that's when they'll be like, okay, just come to the office.
Yeah.
If working from home is making you have certain
All these
expenses,
Yeah,
then you
company is
would
supposed to
rather
cover them.
Exactly.
That is true. Which I think is why contractors tend to get paid a little bit more.
Yes.
Depending on the company, that's not everybody, but that's like what it's like. People assume that you get paid a little bit more because now you must take on a lot more of the expenses yourself.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that would be like the big difference, and then it helps a lot, especially if you're charging as a business. You can pay close to zero tax if you really know what you're doing. Fortunately for me, I have a service provider that does everything for me, so that I don't have to worry about tax. I do not want to fight with SARS, so they do everything for me, and I just pay them a fee for that, which also, again, so for me when it comes to taxes, which is such a fun topic, I love talking about taxes. We should do that one day. I love to reduce them.
How to reduce tax. So we're going to have that
We should have
episode.
that. I mean, I'm not a tax advisor, I'm not a financial expert, but I do like to keep my money.
Yes.
You know, so
Yeah.
I like to keep informed about
And learn
this
about
stuff,
it.
yeah.
Okay, thank you so much, Tatiana, for the knowledge. Okay, today we're getting knowledge from Tatiana. So, make sure to like and subscribe.
Like if you want to see more information.
More of this. Okay.